Welcome everybody back to another show. We're just sitting here, me and Roscoe. I'm OG Zoe. And this morning I just looked at my phone and I had a notification that I just kind of wanted to bring up, but it was kind of prevalent to what we were talking about yesterday, all the stuff that I was looking up. It was top 100 wackest rappers. And man, it just amazed me to see the shift. Like I was trying to explain yesterday that actually the hip hop's going to, but I showed Roscoe the little video and kind of wanted to get his take on things before we get into the matters.
Yeah, I did see the video, and I did see the video. It was a lot of white motherfuckers on the video. I must say, there was not any surprises for me. You know what was surprising to me is how many names I didn't know on there. You know, there was a lot of littles and a lot of youngs on on that list. A few people that I happen to know their names at least, but yeah, no, just a lot of people I didn't know. But yeah, a lot of whackness on the video, brother. A lot of whackness.
How do you feel about the shift though, of how, like when you started listening to hip hop, how it has gone from?
Yeah, the shift. Oh, dude. It of course it's been a crazy shift. Just to think about where it's come from, just from my perspective, man. Like I come from the golden era, of hip hop. I come from that time, and I grew up with the Public Enemies and the Slick Ricks and BDP, and it would morph into like Wu and Nas and Jay and all that stuff. So I come from that era. So to see what we got now is it's crazy to me. You know what I mean? I'm disappointed by a lot of things that I do see as far as hip hop's concerned. But I also realize that every generation is gonna have their own way of expressing themselves. So I just think that today's music, whether we like it or not, is just the kids' way of expressing themselves right now.
I just keep thinking about the chick that was in there rapping like Dora.
Oh, dude, what was her name? What was her name? Millie? What the fuck was her name?
Flo Millie.
Flo Millie. Yes. Oh my God, dude. Flo Millie. The Dora suit, dude. Why, dude?
Man, it's like the Island Boys and all, like, man.
The Island Boys. The Island Boys. Oh my God, the Island Boys. Yeah, man.
But that's what consists. That's what consists of hip hop now. Like it's a weird,
dude.
I mean, I get progressing and I get whatever, but there's no lyrics to anything anymore. There's no words to most of the shit. Like, you don't know. It's people just, I mean, can you imagine if you like if aliens came to the planet and they just seen like people dancing in the club, just like just making sounds? That is, to me, I mean, I don't know. It's, you took the lyrics out of hip hop. I think it's no longer really that.
Yeah, anymore. No, they doing some bullshit, and I think with cats like the Island Boys and some of these other artists who are doing some of this stuff. Yeah, they not really saying nothing. These guys, like the Island Boys, I don't even think they have an album. They kind of popular and famous just for like just kind of saying some gibberish, to some sort of melody, I suppose. But the fact
like
that
50 Tyson elevated, man.
Yeah, and the 50 Tyson thing was crazy, when that was going on. But
he wasn't in the video though, so
yeah, no. But these kids are actually like getting booked to venues and stuff like that, and like they don't you know, I know it. There was the one show like a little while back, maybe a little less than a month ago or somewhere around there, where they got booed at an event. Um, they went to the Jake Paul Woodley thing and they got booed. They were finna get into it with some people. I even saw an interview with them recently where they were on Jake Paul's show. I forget the name of his podcast, but he has a funny podcast too. I like his show. But yeah, they were on there, and just they ended up getting into it with one of his guys off the show. You know what I mean? One of the regulars off the show there. So, and he was just trying to ask them honest questions. You know, just about. I don't know if it was about jewelry or something that was going on with them, but you know, these artists, again, they get real defensive just because they know that they don't have real talent.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this stuff is computerized and auto-tuned, and like they don't in the video they have the dude dropping his vocals and it's fucking crazy. Like it's
yeah.
They definitely sweeten it up, and it basically just it goes to say that, you know, and this could be in some of these artists in here could have been just a bad song that they had. I'm not saying that all of them are whack because I didn't agree with at least one of them, but you just kind of have to look at it as if these people are talented or not, and are they real artists or are they just? Because to me, I think that these people that get on like this, they just didn't get the cut and nobody had the heart to tell them, and or they just kept trying and then somebody said, oh yeah, this could be the next best hit. But it's, I guess if it's selling, but I just like, you have to look at people to see if they're actually talented, not just get in because you can. Like this is the participation generation again, man. You just get admiration for showing up, and it's like, no, you don't get nothing for showing up. You gotta come, you gotta come to the top, the creme
You
de la
actually have to
creme.
have a skill.
Yeah,
You know,
you gotta
that's a
work at it.
skill, baby. You know, but that, I mean, that is life in a nutshell right now. You know, I've seen it in actual life. Like these kids, man, if it's not given to them, then you know, things won't go right for some odd reason. So and I guess music, you know, is no different than any other arena in life, you know, where that's concerned. But sad that again, man, all these littles and youngs in the game and not a whole lot of talent, but they
Well,
making
not
it.
even not even talent though, but not even no messages. You know, I mean, like songs used to mean something and have a meaning behind it. I mean, now if you're not in the drug game or you're not, catching bodies out there, you can't you can't even relate to the music. Like why it can, and then it's the thoughts that it puts in kids heads. You know, I mean, uh, uh, your brain doesn't have fully develop until you're 25, so your way of thinking is not truly there. So anything that you grasp, you know, can partake in your future. And I mean, look at the society we have today. I think we should like actually take a step back, man, with everything, because it doesn't have to be about that. We have more kids that are dying off of drugs, overdosing, and gun violence than anything.
Right.
And it's it's I mean, that's the real message, where people don't respect their elders anymore, man. That's the crazy part.
Yeah. Yeah.
You only live once. That's what everybody lives by. So now it's like, screw the old guy.
So yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it's bigger than that, man. But that's the gist of what I'm trying to, how the shift went, and how it's a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah.
Just garbage. I mean, I guess one man's trash is another man's treasure, but this should not be the mainstream of what was and what could have been.
Yeah. No, I mean, it could have turned out a lot better, but yeah, no, I think you alluded to it, man. There wasn't a proper curation of the culture. You know what I mean? There was nobody to nobody took it upon themselves to kind of shepherd these dudes into the right way. But these kids were going to pick the direction that they wanted anyway. You know, like just at some point they were going to decide that, you know, our music wasn't for them. They want to create their own lane for themselves. And so I'm not mad at that when it's all said and done.
I mean, yeah, music is down to interpretation. I get it.
So I don't have to necessarily like their thing, you know, for it to be a thing, you know. So it's cool with me. I'm not one of those old heads that's gonna go around beat my chest saying that, you know, this ain't hip hop, you know, and all.
Like, I started this.
Right. But I just realized it ain't my hip hop. That's all. You know, they can have theirs, I can have mine, and we can all live in our bubbles, you know, safely. You know, if you
just don't come into my bubble, man.
Right, with that garbage.
Don't let your bubble don't let your bubble come into mine, man.
Right. Don't bring no Lil Xans. Don't bring no young flippers, no young
Flo Millies,
no Flo Millies, no none of that.
And I mean, even they had a couple of the ciphers. You look how the ciphers horrible.
Yeah, no, if you want to call them that. If you want
they're not even ciphers now. They're just it's like an ad or something. I don't even know what it would be. Just,
if we can even call them ciphers, but yeah, no, we'll go with that if that's what you want to do.
That's what they label them as.
Right.
It's not my words. That's what they labeled them as.
Yeah. No, we'll go with that, you know. But yeah, no, these kids, they just allowed to get away with murder, and that's fine with me. If y'all like it, I love it. You know, I don't want to beat this over head, you know, because we pretty much said all we could say about this. Like, garbage is garbage. What could you say? And if y'all like to listen to y'all's form of, and there I go dissing their music. So you should have.
Nothing lasts forever, man. It's all good. That's all I can say.
Should have stopped anyway, man. Like, comment, subscribe. You know, they hit the notification bell. Go over to the Facebook page. You Made Roscoe is there. We got the shows there as well. And as we do at all times around this time, Mariva Dirty, Deuces, all that.